Hello YouTube, welcome back to Invisible Head Investing. I'm the Invisible Head Investor, and today we're talking about some really exciting news. I'm fired up for this. ARK Invest's Cathie Wood is going to create a new fund for ARK called ARKX. So before we get started, hey guys, if you want to get some free stock, click on the link below and create a new account with Webull. You get 2 free stocks worth between $2.50 up to $250 just for creating an account. Now, if you deposit $100, you get an additional 2 stocks worth between $8 and $1,600. That's a pretty good return on your investment. Thanks for supporting the channel. Now let's get back to it. Okay guys, welcome back. So news broke earlier this afternoon that Cathie Wood's ARK Invest plans ARKX, a space exploration ETF to tap the growing industry of space exploration. ARK Invest plans to add a space exploration ETF under the ticker ARKX according to securities filings on Wednesday. While the ETF's constituents have yet to be announced, shares of space companies like Virgin Galactic and Maxar Technologies each jumped in after-hours trading. Okay, so let's take a look at the chart and see what Virgin Galactic and Maxar Technologies did today after hours. Okay, first we're looking at Virgin Galactic, and we can see here that it closed at $27.56, and the news about this new ETF came out right around, I believe, 5 or 5:30, and then we can see a massive spike in the price going all the way up to, it peaked at $32.19 before ending the day up 13.93% at $31.40. Okay, so that's a big jump just on the rumor and the news or the speculation that, hey, this could be one of those stocks that could be included in this new ETF. Now let's take a look at Maxar Technologies. Okay, here we can see that the stock closed at $38.92. And again, right around that time that the news broke, the stock jumped massively up to $45 before closing at $44.83, close to the highs in the after hours, up 15.19%. So we can see that those two stocks had massive run-ups just on the rumor or speculation that they could potentially be included in this new ETF. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of other companies that investors are going to think they're going to be included in the ETF, like Nano Dimensions, for example, or maybe Desktop Metal, another 3D printing company. Any companies that have to do with artificial intelligence, we don't know. So there could be a lot of companies spiking on this news. Now, whether or not you're a long-term trader or just looking to get in and out, you're day trading or swing trading, make sure you have a plan if you're going to be investing in these stocks. You want to make sure you get in at a price point that you're comfortable with. You don't want to get into a stock that's priced too high and then it drops, and then now what happens if the stock doesn't even go into the ETF? I mean, it could give you a long time to gain back any losses that the stock has based on pulling back on the price. So make sure you go in with a plan. If you're swing trading and day trading, I wouldn't recommend buying the stock in the pre-market. I'd want to see what the price action is going to be once the market opens. And then based on that, decide for yourself what you believe is a good entry point. If you think the stock is overpriced right now and it's going to pull back somewhat, wait to get in until you see a price point that you're comfortable with. If you're a long-term investor, maybe that doesn't matter so much. Maybe you don't think that the stock will pull back much and it's going to go up for a little bit for the next couple of days or so. Really, depending on your plan, if you're swing trading or day trading, then yeah, be a little more selective on your price. If you're a long-term investor, if you think it's a good time to get in, get in. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence, trade your own book. Make sure you trade at the levels and numbers that you're comfortable with. But in the end, I know personally I'm going to be investing or increasing my stake in Virgin Galactic because I do believe that this is one of the stocks that will be in this new ETF, and we'll see what happens. Let's take a closer look at what this ETF is going to encompass. Space Exploration ETF would focus on the companies that are leading, enabling, or benefiting from technologies enabling products and or services that occur beyond the surface of the earth, the filing said. Now, we all know that ARK invests in highly disruptive technologies, and I really think that this is going to open up a wealth of opportunity for investors out there. I know for myself personally, I will be investing in this fund once it goes live. Cathie Woods has shown to be a proven investor when it comes to the performance of her ETFs, and I doubt that this ETF will be any different. So it says here, according to the filing, the active ETF will invest in the U.S. and international stocks from large to small that are leading, enabling, or benefiting from technologically enabled products and or services that occur beyond the surface of the earth. In the filing, ARK said it believed space exploration companies broadly fitted into one of our 4 categories. Now, there's going to be 4 categories encompassing this ETF. Orbital space companies which launch and service rockets and satellites, suborbital aerospace companies which build and service drones and flying electric vehicles, enabling technology companies which work on the likes of artificial intelligence, robotics, and energy storage, and aerospace beneficiary companies which may be involved in internet access, construction, and imaging. Several companies pop into mind that could be potential candidates for this ETF. Like I mentioned before, Virgin Galactic is one of them. I think Nano Dimensions will be another one. We know that they're going to be doing a lot of 3D printing for space-based parts that are required for different technologies that are out there. Artificial intelligence, which I think a lot of her ETFs already encompass some kind of artificial intelligence in. So this will be another sector that we should be focusing on when it comes to this ETF. As technology moves forward and more companies are expanding into space exploration and things like that, I see robotics playing a huge factor in that. And the combination of robotics and artificial intelligence, or AI, I mean, they go hand in hand when it comes to this kind of stuff, and it'd be a perfect fit to look into companies that will be creating technologies that'll be used in space. The most intriguing one here that I'm really interested in is this one right here. Aerospace beneficiary companies which may be involved in internet access, construction, and imaging. So one company comes to mind, and that's SpaceX and Starlink. Now, we all know that Elon Musk is the owner of SpaceX. It's a privately held company. There's been talks in the last couple of months that Elon Musk might actually be interested in taking SpaceX public. If that happens, that for sure will be, in my opinion, one of the companies that goes into this ETF. We know how much of a bull Cathie is with regards to Tesla, and Tesla is ARK's biggest position in several of their funds. So it wouldn't be any surprise to me that if SpaceX were to go public, Cathie Woods would be buying up shares by the fistful on a daily basis, pumping those shares into this new ETF, as well as Starlink. Back in September of last year, Elon Musk was quoted as saying that we will probably IPO Starlink, but only several years in the future when revenue growth is smooth and predictable. Starlink represents the company's ambitious plan to build an interconnected internet satellite network, also known as a constellation, to beam high-speed internet to anywhere on the planet. With performance that far surpasses that of traditional satellite internet and a global network unbounded by ground infrastructure limitations, Starlink will deliver high-speed broadband internet to locations where access has been unreliable, expensive, or completely unavailable. I think this is super exciting. Again, we're all speculating here. It's hard to predict, or it's hard to know exactly which companies Cathie Woods will be focused on, but I believe she has a close relationship with Elon Musk, and I believe she has the inside scoop on what Elon's plans are in the future with regards to SpaceX and Starlink. Not to play devil's advocate or to be a conspiracy theorist, but did Cathie Woods potentially start this ETF knowing that SpaceX and Starlink could potentially be going public sooner rather than later? Elon Musk has been known to bend the truth a little bit and make promises and then over deliver on those promises. So he'll say, hey, for example, hey, this is going to come out in 3 years, and then before you know it, it's out in 2 years, just for example. Elon has a reputation of basically lying like that, so maybe Cathie knows something that the general public doesn't. I for sure will be keeping an eye out, waiting for this thing to go public. Now, the filing happened today, so I believe the ETF will go live within 75 days from today's date. So we're looking at the end of March, sometime March 28th, 29th, or 30th, something like that, that this ETF could be going live. I can't wait to be one of the early investors in this stock. So Guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're excited about this news. Are you going to be investing in this new ETF? What companies do you think are going to be included in this ETF? Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're on a quest to 100 subscribers. We just started this channel not too long ago, and my first big goal is to reach 100 subscribers. So I really appreciate all you guys that have already subscribed. Please share. If you think that I'm producing good content, please share my videos and encourage your friends and family to subscribe as well. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video.